The CEO of Ambercrombie was charged for human.
CEO of Abercrombie and Fitch and two others have been arrested as part of a criminal sex trafficking investigation by the FBI. Mike Jeffries was accused in civil lawsuits filed in 2023 of sexually exploiting young men at parties he held with his partner. Jeffries is credited with turning Abercrombie and Fitch into a fashion powerhouse, but has come under criticism in the past few years on accusations of discrimination and over-sexualizing male models. Jeffries' attorneys.
Dude, no, I was going to say Cat Williams was right when he went on Club Shay Shay. Literally 2024 has been the most people have been exposed. We got Diddy, we got the CEO, we got freaking other people that are going to be exposed in 2024, dude. We have about 2 more months in 2024. So Cat Williams was right this whole time, dude.
He says he will respond to the allegations after the indictment is unsealed and when appropriate. ABC News legal contributor Brian Buckmeyer is joining me now for more on this. Brian, great to see you. We're expecting to hear more at a press conference around noon Eastern today. But what developments in the investigation do you think led to this arrest so many years later?
Absolutely. But first and foremost, as a disclosure, I have to say that I did work for Abercrombie's sister company, Hollister Co., as a model, both in terms of providing service for like finding clothes. I was one of the people standing outside with less clothes than you usually see me now, interviewing people and talking to people to come in. And also I modeled for the bag. So I was not a part of this in any way, shape or form, just kind of giving that disclosure. But in terms of coming next,
that's weird, dude. Why did you have to bring this up when you're live with ABC News? Like, if you weren't part of it, why bring it up? Okay, we get it. I don't know. I actually don't know why he brought it up. He's literally busting a margarita. Yo, sorry, guys. We're back. I'm back. I just went to YouTube and uploaded my video. Dude, come on, dude. You didn't have to. Come on, man.
I think what's next is we're going to potentially see what the charges are, likely sex trafficking, see how many victims there are. And this could be, I think, very similar to what we saw with Sean Combs and the SDNY, that one civil lawsuit kind of opens the floodgates to more civil lawsuits, more charges, more allegations. And I think this is just a Pandora's box waiting to open.
So I know we're expecting more details around noon today, but what comes next here? What could be the next steps for these individuals?
And I'll be real with y'all. Every time I went to the mall, I never seen like male models or any models in front of the stores like this. I don't know if it was like specific stores that they had it, but yeah, I've never seen no models outside the store.
So next would be Jeffries, Smith, and then anyone else connected with this case. They're going to be brought to the Eastern District of New York. I think this is specifically in Central Islip in Long Island. And then they will have those charges read to them. Now, when it comes to sex trafficking, there is a presumption of detention. And so there may be a request that bail is set. Here, it's going to be very interesting to see whether or not it is or is not. If bail is set, then Jeffries and Smith and others will be incarcerated while the case rolls out. Again, similar to what we're seeing in Sean Combs. If bail is not set, that'd be somewhat shocking. I think that'd be shocking to not our viewers, but also to Sean Combs, because he's going to try to piggyback off of that argument.
Yep.
But I think we're going to see a very similar case to what we saw of Sean Combs, R. Kelly, and even in some senses, Harvey Weinstein.
Yeah, dude, if they give this guy bond or like any pity for him, yeah, other people like Sean Combs, Diddy is gonna use that as an example. Like, oh, wait. He literally did the same thing I did. I should have the same bond or whatever it is, same pity party that he got. But yeah, no, don't give him bond. Don't give him anything. He's a piece of caca. But here are the official details, allegations. Let me see. Which is really sickening, bro. Really sickening. It's very similar to the Diddy case, I feel like, but trigger warning.
So here's what's alleged.
Trigger warning, trigger warning, trigger warning, guys.
So here's what's alleged in the indictment. Jeffries and Smith employed James Jacobson to act as a recruiter to find men. Jacobson engaged in, quote, tryouts with men across the world where he would typically pay them to engage in sex acts with him. Following the tryouts with Jacobson, Smith would often then personally approve whether the men who were selected would meet Jeffries and Smith. The defendants would fly the selected men to Jeffries and Smith's homes in the Hamptons in New York City or to hotels around the world in such places as England, France, Italy, Morocco, and St. Bart's for the purpose of attending events to engage in commercial sex. But beyond simply hiring men for sex, Jeffries, Smith, and Jacobson used force, fraud, and coercion to traffic those men for their own sexual gratification. For example, as alleged, the defendants employed a referral system and an interview process that did not inform the men of the details of the sex events before they attended, including the full extent and nature of the sexual activity that would be required of the men at these events. They caused the men to believe that attending these sex events could yield modeling opportunities with Abercrombie or otherwise benefit their careers.
Just like P. Diddy did to the musicians. So, yo, if you want it, if you want to be popping, just, all you got to do is this. All you got to do is, have some relationships with me.
Smith and Jeffries employed a secret staff to operate these sex events. The staff ensured that the men signed non-disclosure agreements.
Oh, here we go. NDAs.
And handed over their personal items, such as their phones, before the start of the events to maintain the secrecy of these events.
It's so sad because people don't realize this happens to men more often than women. It's just not talked about it. Please, if you have sons, also have a conversation with them about protecting their bodies. Yes, Sonia, of course. Yeah, it happens a lot to everyone. And we're just talking about it, how we watched the show, what's it called, Monsters, with the whole Menendez brothers. Like, people, the second trial did not believe them, or even the first trial, the men did not believe that those brothers got essayed. But yes, it does happen. It does happen to a lot of men.
These events. The defendants caused the men to believe that not complying with requests for certain acts, sex acts, during the events could harm their careers. The defendants pressured the men to consume alcohol, Viagra, and muscle relaxants known as poppers during the sex events.
Bro, just like Diddy, dude. I think everything right here, dude, it's a full circle moment. I think everything's tied together. Diddy, CEO, everything's tied together, in my opinion.
And they required the presence of staff during the sexual activity and ensured that the men did not leave the sex events until Jeffries and Smith decided that the sessions were over.
Damn, bro. My heart goes out to them, man. To all the victims. This is really sad. I seriously don't know why people with power or people that think they could have power do this. Like, bro, you could literally do anything else. But why essay people?